The CEO lost his memory after a crash. Only a night nurse refused to let him disappear. The man came in with rain at 11:47 p.m. An ambulance backed into the emergency entrance of St. Agnes Memorial Hospital, lights flashing red across the wet pavement. Chicago rain hammered the glass doors, turning the world outside into a blur of sirens, headlights, and water running down the curb like the city itself was bleeding. The paramedics rolled him in on a stretcher. Male, mid-30s. Possible concussion. Minor crash near the overpass, found wandering a block from the accident scene. No wallet, phone shattered, no ID. His shirt had once been expensive. That much was obvious, even torn at the shoulder and streaked with mud. His coat was soaked through. One sleeve ripped, his dark hair plastered to his forehead. He looked like a man who had either lost a fight with a car or a very aggressive thunderstorm. Maybe both. Milo Bennett, the newest night security guard, stood near the intake desk clutching his radio like it might offer wisdom. He watched the man blink under the fluorescent lights, dazed and pale. "What's your name, sir?" one paramedic asked. The man swallowed. His eyes moved across the ER as if searching for something he had misplaced in the ceiling tiles. "Adrian," he said. Then, after a pause, "Maybe." Milo leaned toward Gloria at intake and whispered, "Is maybe his last name?" Gloria did not laugh. Gloria Hayes had been working hospital registration for 21 years, and the night shift had removed her sense of comedy sometime around year 7. She pushed a form across the counter. "Full name?" The man stared at the paper. "Adrian, I think. Date of birth." He looked at his hands like the answer might be written there. "I don't know." "Address?" "Nothing." "Insurance?" The word seemed to mean something to him. His brow tightened. Then he shook his head, frustrated and embarrassed. "I don't know." Gloria's expression changed. Not cruel, just colder. The way a door becomes colder than a wall because a door can choose not to open. "No ID, no confirmed name, no address, no insurance, no emergency contact," she said mostly to herself. "I was going somewhere," he murmured. "Board vote, Agnes. Don't sign yet." Milo shifted closer. "Sir, have you had anything to drink tonight?" The man looked offended with impressive precision for someone who could not remember his own birthday. "No." "Any substances?" "I don't think so." "You don't think so? I'm currently missing several categories of information." Milo blinked. That was not the usual answer. The ER was already overcrowded. A man with a deep cough sat slumped beneath a vending machine. A young mother bounced a feverish baby on her knee. Two teenagers whispered near the wall, one holding a blood-soaked towel to his hand. Behind the double doors, someone shouted for more gauze. St. Agnes at midnight was less a hospital than a dam made of tired people holding back disaster with clipboards and tape. The man tried to sit up. "Who manages intake flow here?" Milo looked around, genuinely concerned that the question might be for someone behind him. "Sir, I manage this hallway and sometimes the vending machine eats my dollar. So not me." The man frowned. "There should be a triage escalation protocol." Gloria looked at him over her glasses. "For a man who doesn't know his address, you have strong opinions about paperwork. I know how systems fail." "Then congratulations," she said dryly. "You're in one." A nurse came through the trauma doors pulling off gloves, moving fast enough to suggest she had been running since the beginning of time. Nora Hayes had the face of someone too young to be that tired. 28, hair twisted up with a pen, navy scrubs wrinkled, eyes sharp enough to cut through nonsense before it spread. She had just finished helping Dr. Marcus Lee stabilize a construction worker with a crushed hand, and had not yet had time to drink the coffee she bought 3 hours ago. She saw the man on the stretcher. Then she saw everyone already deciding what kind of problem he was. That irritated her more than it should have. "What do we have?" The paramedic gave the report. "Minor possible head impact. Confused at scene. No ID, no clear intoxication. Complaints of headache, nausea, shoulder pain." Nora stepped close. "Adrian?" He looked at her. The relief in his face was small and immediate, as if he had been waiting for someone to say the name like it mattered. "Maybe." "Great. I love confidence in a patient." Milo coughed into his sleeve to hide a laugh. Nora shined a penlight into Adrian's eyes. He flinched. "Headache?" "Yes." "Scale of 1 to 10, he hesitated. "I dislike imprecise metrics." Nora lowered the penlight. "Oh, you're going to be fun." 6, he said quickly. "Nausea?" "Yes." "Do you know where you are?" "A hospital." "Which one?" He glanced around, saw a sign near the nurse's station. "St. Agnes." "Do you know why you're here?" "I was in a car accident." "Do you remember the accident?" "Rain, headlights, a horn. A flash of white paper on the passenger seat. Then nothing, no." Nora's expression shifted. Not dramatically, she was too tired for drama. But her attention sharpened. Gloria approached with the chart. We can put him in low acuity until registration figures something out. He's stable. He has post-traumatic amnesia. He is also unidentified. Those are not the same diagnosis. Gloria exhaled through her nose. Nora, we have no bed space. We never have bed space and no payer source. Nora's jaw tightened. People don't need to remember their names to qualify for having brains. Dr. Marcus Lee appeared beside her, rubbing his forehead. He was 43, kind-eyed, and looked like he had made peace with exhaustion sometime during residency, and then had that peace repossessed. What's going on? Nora gave the summary. Marcus checked Adrian quickly, asked a few questions, then nodded. Basic neurochecks. Observe. Maybe imaging if he worsens. Nora heard the caution behind the words. Maybe imaging. Marcus lowered his voice. We're under review again. Uncompensated care, unnecessary diagnostics, all of it. Cole Meridian is looking at the numbers. At the name Cole Meridian, Adrian's hand twitched on the blanket. The room seemed to tilt. Cole Meridian, a glass conference room. A woman's voice. If we don't restructure St. Agnes, we bleed across the portfolio. A pen in his hand, a document waiting for signature. Then the memory vanished. Adrian grabbed the side rail. Nora noticed. You know that name, he swallowed. I don't know. But something happened when you heard it. I felt. He searched for a word and found only fear. Late. Nora studied him. Marcus sighed. Keep him under observation for now. But if admin pushes, admin always pushes. Try not to stab anyone with a penlight. No promises for the next 20 minutes. Adrian remained in a curtained bay near the hallway. Because there were no rooms left, Nora checked him between other patients. Gloria tried to call the police station to see if anyone had reported him missing.